What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another one. I'm gonna be talking about the engine on this one. I got a comment the other day, pretty good comment. I totally forgot about this. Like I said, I've been neglecting this channel a little bit because I've been doing a lot of content for the Spanish channel, but I'm going to get back on this because I've seen that I'm getting a lot of followers now. Not a lot, but it's growing. The channel is growing, and that's what it's about. This channel is about growing. So yeah, I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about the cost of my Inframe, because we did not use OEM parts, we used aftermarket parts. And I mean, so far it's been since October, been 5 months since the Inframe. It's been working great. I've had no problems at all. I'll give you guys a review later on. I want to do maybe like a 7 or 8 months into the Inframe, maybe a year, to let you guys know, to see if it really is worth it going this way. So far so good, but like I said, let's talk about the Inframe. Here is the engine. Still nice and yellow, nothing rusting, but it is a little dusty. I don't really wash the engine too often. I wash it here and there, unless I really see some smudges on there, then I do get to wash it. It's just I'm afraid of water going through the ECM or messing up any of the cables or anything. Here it is on the other side. Like I said, still looking brand new, still looking pretty good, other than it being all dusty. But it's working, it's hanging in there. Like I said, it's working like it should. Got the nice little Fleet Guard primary one on there. It is a lot better, I feel, that FS 1212. So everything else is Caterpillar. Now let's get to the nitty gritty, the Inframe. I took it into the shop because it was throwing so much blow by. I was losing power, and I was taking it in to get a compression test done, and obviously it showed that there was little to no compression in 2 different pistons. Compression test was done. Obviously they opened up the head, they checked it out, and there was cracked sleeves. So we had to do the Inframe. If you guys haven't watched the other video, I suggest you guys watch it, about a shady mechanic too, that because these guys were going to offer me to do a half a build, which would be just the bottom end, which would be the main bearings, the rod bearings, and the oil pump. But I had already done that, and then in that video it shows how much a shady mechanic could be. Didn't change anything, changed like 2-3 parts, and it just messed up my whole engine anyway. So the mechanic, he offered me a few options. There was really no parts to get ASAP for Caterpillar engine. There was everywhere I tried looking, they didn't have the whole complete set of a gold kit anywhere in my area. And if I did order one, it was going to be between a month and a half to get here. So he did offer me a aftermarket set. He said he's been working with them a lot, he hasn't been having any problems with it, and he gave me a year warranty on his work with those parts. He usually gives just 6 months if it's just an aftermarket part, but since he was doing the whole Inframe, he said he was going to give me a whole year on this. So that I'm grateful for, and well, I had to try it. Not only did I had to try the aftermarket, because I was very low on money. I even had to ask for loans to pay for this Inframe, because work right now, even right now, it's not the greatest. So for parts alone, we ordered the gold kit from Interstate McBeam. That one, just for parts alone, there on the Inframe kit, was, with shipping and everything, it was like $5,500. 5500, and then I needed the oil pump because the oil pump was real weak. It was just spinning freely, and for those of you that know about oil pumps, it's supposed to have a little bit of resistance. That's why the oil pressure was down a lot. So I had to get a brand new oil pump, and that one was OEM. Oil pump alone was like $1,000, something like that. And the head was good. I'm grateful for the head being good. Otherwise I would have been spending another $5 to $6 grand on the engine head alone. But we did send it to get machined, and that was another, I want to say another $2,500. Overall in parts I spent right around $8,700. $8,700 for parts alone. Well, we are at CN Harvey. We finished offloading. Look at this beauty of a truck behind me. Nice W9. I'm not too much of a fan of those wings, but I guess anything to save some fuel. Oh, here we are, about to get lifted on. I went to Kedzie earlier and left my empty. We were in South Bend. Loaded. Locking our pins. Put zip tie on these back ones over here. The front one's locked real good. These two too, but better be safe than sorry. Check on the seal, make sure it has one, because if it doesn't, we could be in trouble. There it is. There we have it. We're loaded. Did our paperwork. Now let's get out of here. Keep talking about this Inframe. I was saying I spent $8,700 just in parts alone. It took a little bit to get there. I think it took a little over 2 or 3 days for the parts to get to the shop alone. It didn't take too long. The shop called me when the parts were in, so I went to go in the shop to inspect the parts, for them to show me all the parts. At that point, the truck was all taken apart. I was there the day that they took it apart as well. I saw the damages, and I kept the parts that the other mechanic changed, just so I could show him the kind of man he is and see if I can get my money back, because I paid for my service. I paid for him to exchange the parts to fix it, and obviously I paid for him to just mess around, fiddle with my damn truck. Like, he didn't change anything. So not only did he screw me on OEM parts, but he screwed me on the labor that I paid for, because nothing got done. The mechanic alone, he took the head to go get machined. When he got back, he called me as well so I could go and check it out. At that point, well, I went really fast to go and check it out. They already had all the parts ready to go in at that point. I mean, they worked pretty fast on this truck. They had 2 mechanics going at it. And since the day that I took the truck in, they started working on it. Like I said, it took a little bit longer for the parts to get there, like 2-3 days, than for them to take everything apart, clean it, machine it, everything. So overall, I think the truck was at the shop for about 3 weeks since they opened the engine to the time that they finished doing the Inframe. The parts I did have to pay up front because he had to order them, so that I did take him a check right away. But even when he was done, I took the check to go and pay him for the labor. For a loan for that shop, it costed me $5,500 for the Inframe work. And then overall, the total price was like, I believe it was $14,200 for what I paid for this Inframe when it was all said and done. I was very pleased with the shop because they even painted the Caterpillar engine I didn't think they were gonna do that. I thought I was gonna have to do that myself afterwards, but when I got there, it was nice and painted, so I'm grateful for that too. But since they were down there already opening the engine and everything, I wanted the main seal to be fixed as well, the rear main seal. And the clutch was already going out, so that was another thing that I had to get fixed. That was an additional $2,500 on top of the Inframe. Bumped up the price to $16,700 in total for the Inframe, for everything that I had done to this truck recently. Like I said, I am very pleased with the job. They were fast and efficient. I can't complain with this Interstate McB parts. Everything with Interstate McB, starting with the main bearings, the rod bearings, the oil pump, everything that they put, everything that came in the Inframe kit, everything was Interstate McB, and everything by far, so far, is working great. Like I said, I'll do a better review later on, let you guys know how it's running within the year, because I got it done in October, so this upcoming October it'll be a year. I have one more oil change to do. It's gonna be the third one, so I'm gonna take it to the shop so they could adjust the valves too. It is recommended to do it every, I guess, for the first 40,000 miles after the Inframe, I guess. He's the one that told me that just do the 3 oil changes and the third one, bring it in and we'll adjust it. So we'll see if anything got loose or if anything got messed up or anything. And the valves are going to be adjusted. We'll see how it runs after the valves have been adjusted too. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I got a little cut up doing some other stuff on the truck when I got to the yard. I didn't even take a picture, nothing. But like I said, I was doing a couple things. You guys are going to hear about the next video. Let me know what you guys think about the video though. Let me know what you guys think about the Inframe cost and everything. If you guys had a similar cost, maybe you guys paid a lot less, maybe you guys paid a lot more, I don't know. But yeah, you guys definitely have to check out that last video about the shady mechanics, because we all have to be careful with them. They all think we all just made up money and they're gonna take our money and not even do all the work. So we gotta be careful with that too. Get a trusty, mechanic. And for you guys that are asking why didn't I take it to the actual Caterpillar, I was low on money already, and you guys know that even at a dealership or at a Caterpillar facility, they're gonna take 2 to 3 months or even more for the parts to get there, for them to actually put the truck in the shop. You know, them and their little guidelines and everything they have to follow. And I didn't have time and I didn't have that money, so that's why I took it to a trusty mechanic. I got the aftermarket parts. Like I said, it's working fine. So, or put in the comments too if you guys have had any good experiences with aftermarket parts, IPD, PAI, or like I said, Interstate McB. Let me know what you guys have, good experience, bad experience, or what. Well, I would really like to hear all the feedback from both sides. And if you guys have any suggestions or any comments, maybe I should have done something different, maybe I should have gotten ahead, maybe I should have gotten different things. Let me know. If you guys have any questions as well, feel free to ask. Maybe I did leave a detail here and there out, and I actually did. For you guys that stayed here for the last other video, I did leave something out. I did end up buying the compound turbos right before the Inframe. One of my buddies had just bought it for his truck, and then 2 months later he decided to convert his Acert into a single turbo. So those compound turbos were fairly new. He only used them for like 2-3 months, and well, I decided to get them from him right before that. So with that, the cost that I put earlier on the video, the turbos cost me $5 grand more. I didn't have to pay no core charge or any of that. Like he kept, I kept the turbos, and like I said, it was $5,000 more on the cost that I put. But like I said, if I left anything else out, feel free to ask me. Like I said, put the comments, put it in the comments. I really like to hear from everybody. I'm always active on the comments, and if you guys want to reach me, I'm actually on Instagram and TikTok as Trucking with Sal. That's the name of my Spanish channel. I know it's in English, but that's how I put it. Feel free to contact me, ask me questions, anything. But this is where I leave you guys. Thank you for watching, and let's keep moving forward.